everyone. You arrive at various points. Oh, fuck me, it didn't save the goddamn overall map. Okay, one moment while I reload the fucking map back in there.
Off to a great start.
You arrive at various points of this unknown place.
You can't really see much because
you can't see shit.
Except them cinnamon toast butts.
Oh, God.
So glad I keep images saved on my computer.
It's a good habit.
Now, if I can just... Haha! Upload. So you guys all arrive at this fucking city called Bryn Shander. Yeah.
Is that how people talk about it in the world? This fucking city, Bryn Shander?
Well, this fucking city is royally fucked at times because it's got more attacks on it at any given time than any fucking one town needs. Yeah. Haha. So you guys will approach this city. There's a rather heavy snowstorm starting, and you hear lots of merriment and music and there's lots of light coming within the city. At first, you think there's people screaming, and you realize they're not screaming in fear. They're having a fucking party. Kidoki. Dragging characters over so they can see the overmap. You can see, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey. All right. So you all arrive at Bryn Shander. You guys give me a quick check to make sure you can control your tokens. Sweetness. Sweetness. Q-beans. So I'm even going to let you all pick from which direction or gate you are approaching the city from, be it the caravan trail to the southwest, the northern gate, or the eastern gate.
Which direction would the barbarians in the area come from?
To the north.
Yeah, probably to the north. I mean, technically, if you wanted to come from any given direction, regardless if you're a barbarian, you could. I mean, whatever. Okay, and what about Raylan and yeah, just seeks
No, I think they're just chilling in a glacier, having a bit of a smoke. Yeah.
They're out there
Hurry,
making
man.
snow angels.
Hey, it works for me. Snow butts by dawn.
Sticking their tongues to their swords.
Which swords?
That always goes well.
Okie dokie.
Hey, some people have just got a taste for metal.
Heavy metal. As you approach, you see that the guards are fairly relaxed, and there are little colored lights and just all over the bloody place inside there. They stop you. Nomad and as I scroll in, and Andal, and they go, "Oh, what's your business?"
Returning from the negotiations with the barbarians, just seeking entrance back into the city to check in with the temple.
Right. Don't be causing no troubles now. Proceed on in. And they stand aside and let you enter. And then we have Jenny and Omri. Coming from the north. You are likewise stopped by a set of guards at the gate, and they ask you what your business is.
Oh, sorry, that was Gemma
That was-
responding,
yeah.
so I
was
assumed.
Gemma.
She answered for us.
Okie dokie.
Is it just us walking together then?
Seems like it.
Okay. So,
Was-
Would we be coming in on a caravan since it's a caravan trail?
You could be, yes, if you wish to be coming in from with a caravan. There is a caravan behind you.
Cool.
That sounds
You
good to
are,
me.
after all, on the caravan trail.
We're delivering goods.
He's like, into the gate, pull off to the side for inspections. And they let you pass in.
We pull off for inspection.
Yep.
Same.
Now, do you guys have any goods yourself that you're selling, or are you just hired on guards?
I probably would have been just a hired on guard.
Yeah, same.
Your hiree says that your services are no longer needed at this time, as you have upheld your end of the bargain, and tells you that they'll be heading out in about a week's time if you wish to sign back up with them.
If we get paid first.
You would have already been paid.
What would the pay have been?
Bofa. Oh, hell. Both of you roll D20. All right, you get 10 gold and 6 silver. And Josh, your character gets 10 gold and 9 silver.
Cool.
And they says no need for you to wait around for inspection, and we've got it from here.
I nod and walk off.
Okay.
Pretty much the same.
You can clearly see that as you make your way in through town, that most, if not all, of the shops are closed, and that there is some sort of holiday celebration going on at the center of town. People drinking, puking in the alleys, food everywhere. People are just stuffing their faces, singing, dancing, praise the divines, and
What was that last one?
How'd that go?
nom.
Doesn't sound quite right. Can you make sure you're doing that right?
I tell you what, you can do it yourself and tell me if it sounds right.
Perfect.
All right.
Don't encourage him.
You sounded like
So-
an engine trying to fire up there.
Oh God.
Gonna
Oh,
even say
God.
motorboat.
What the fuck have I got myself into?
Giggity.
That's what she said. All right. So it looks as if there's really not much you guys are going to be able to do. I swear to God, if you upload it, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
It's what I do.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be making money.
So it appears that it's mostly drinking and feasting and singing and dancing and all that good spiel. There's people passed out on the side streets and leaning against buildings and all sorts of merriment to be had. What do you do?
Does no one want to go first?
That was the longest pause.
Thinking. I'll hit the tavern just to get some food since I've been on the road for a while.
I'm going to be, trying to see if I can make money at a local tavern.
All right. So
Jenny will look for a street vendor that's selling some kind of meaty treats.
And I will be heading also to a tavern to drink.
We indirectly meet in a tavern.
indeed you do.
Once Jenny has several meaty treats, she will head to a nearest tavern because nothing goes with meat like beer.
I would really like it if this bloody thing would work with me. Yeah. There's your tavern. Congregate there. Okay. Whoop, and huzzah. Right. So you walk in, you see that there are 2 or 3 tables where there are groups of individuals playing cards. You see that there is a bartender and a whole slew of people behind them or next to them as they are rapid fire serving up food and drinks faster than you could have thought humanly possible, but somehow they're doing it. They're pour, slide, pour, chuck, pour. Here you go, here you go, here you go. And just food going here, there, everywhere. And those of you that approach the heavily scarred oak countertop, when he gets a moment, he slides up to you. He looks at you and goes, "What can I get you?"
Mead.
Well, don't speak all at once. I only have everything to do tonight.
Well, I was going to see if you needed a bard, services on the house. I keep tips.
Sounds good to me.
Right then, I'll get to work.
All right.
He takes out his bagpipes, goes to a corner, and starts playing.
Okay. Give me your performance, my good dude.
I'll take a glass of mead or a mug of mead and a plate of hot food.
A flagon.
Sure.
Wagon.
Oof.
Oh God, not one on the
Oh.
performance.
Oh.
Best roll to start with.
Oh, God.
You're impressing
Some guy
everyone.
with his fingers in both ears walks up and throws a pouch of coin at you. Please make a dex save.
I will make
to,
that deck save.
attempt to catch it.
Please stop. Jenny at this point is going to buy a glass of mead.
I apologize in
try it.
advance. I forgot to tune it.
He throws this pouch of 10 coins. He's like, please, for the love of God, whatever the fuck that was, don't do it again. And he turns and storms away. Bloody
What?
everybody wants to be a flippin' Bob.
Do it again.
But yes.
Well, that was the easiest 10 goals I've ever made.
For those of you who purchase food and drink, he tells you it's 2 gold and food and drink, all you can eat and drink for the night.
I can do
2
that.
gold.
Worth it.
2 gold.
That seems expensive.
That's all you can eat and drink.
What if I only want to drink?
Well, then
that's-
all you can drink. That
For
means
2 gold?
That means if you turn around and he looks at you and he goes, "Oh dear God." That means if you get drunk, you turn around, walk outside, and you puke in the fucking street, and you come back in, you're thirsty again. You can keep fucking drinking.
But I don't want your food. I just want your drink. And I'm not going to pay 2 gold.
Okay.
Jenny puts down 3 gold and says, "Look, I'll cover half of hers."
You see the Triton toss over another gold
He
cover
looks
hers,
at you and
to
goes,
cover the other.
right. He says, it's right paid. That's all I care about. Food and drink for whoever of you wants it. Price is 2 gold each, though. But you've all paid, so I don't much care what if you just choose to drink or just choose to eat.
Yeah, I get it.
Fine. And I take my mead and go over to a wall where I have my back to the wall, able to see everyone in front of me.
Okay. You said you were going to attempt to play again?
I was going to try again. Hopefully not roll a 1 this time.
Do it at
Please let me
disadvantage.
into-
Do it at disadvantage this time, just because you've irritated a number of people.
Nice.
Okay.
It's better than a 1.
People, as you start to play, and it's actually fairly decent, people are grumbling, "Fucking wannabe bars." And about halfway through your song, a few people are bobbing their head and tapping their foot, and few of them throw over a handful of silver. You make another 10 silver, and
Well, haven't I had the most profitable of the day? 10 gold and 10 silver. This is better than most places.
you're in the middle of a festival. People are fucking happy. They just want to have fun. So, and they're feeling generous. So yes, they're like, as long as he doesn't play like he did a minute ago, we're okay. What are the rest of you doing? Just eating and drinking?
Yep.
All
And
right.
watching.
Okay, you're watching. You give me a perception check. With advantage, because you specified you're watching for shit. The rest of you can make perception checks if you wish, but at a normal roll.
Oh yeah, I'd be eating and probably keeping my eye out for anything.
What is with you guys in double 12s and double 13s?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then the single 12, like just to tie it all in.
Oh,
Just for the record, Jenny will be sort of working the room a little, trying to make some friends, contacts, trying to find out if there are any people who might be hiring for people who can look after themselves and possibly
Anyone looking
get
for
paid
muscle,
the
basically.
privilege.
okay. So
Muscle,
those of you that
intelligent,
are- those of
smarts.
you that are eating your food, leaning against the wall, looking and listening, you don't really catch on too much. There's a lot of noise between the bagpipes going on, the cheers outside, the sounds of general merriment. Against all odds, Jenny, there's a couple of what appear to be merchants from the city discussing the troubles of one of their fellow merchants who's recently gone MIA. No one knows. Did you hear what happened to Randal? No, what happened to Randal? Oh, no one knows. Went by his shop. His shop's locked up. Ain't no one seen him in weeks. It's always fucking. Yeah. Poor Randal had a tough bit of luck the last few weeks. You know, getting robbed, getting mugged, and now he just outright disappeared. There's no good to come from this, I tell you. It might be one of us next. Okay, I've got to mute the channel so I don't keep seeing these. Oh God. But Jenny, you overhear about this missing merchant Randal, and about how he got mugged, and then they happen to notice that you're paying attention to what they're saying, and they're like, "What? Can we help you?"
Well, I heard that a friend of yours or colleague slash acquaintance
Yeah.
seems to have gone missing. That might be something that I could help with if you were actually actively interested in having him turn back up.
Well, of course, we all liked poor Randal. He was an honest folk, if a bit naive, but doesn't no one know where he gone?
So, does he have a place of business?
He does.
Perhaps you could tell me where it is so that we could check it out in the morning and start doing some. Well, so that I could check it out in the morning and do some preliminary investigations.
Yeah, they give you directions to his shop where Randal had his shop set up for the last few years, near the southwest gate, and they says you might want to talk to the captain of the guard first before you go sticking your nose in places, tends to ruffle the feathers quite a bit if you just go forcing your way into people's shops, whether they're present or not.
Well, that's fair. I've been working for the Temple of Torm on helping you with your barbarian issues, so maybe I'll go and present myself to the captain
Two
of
of
the
them
guard.
lean over and hawk a fucking massive spit right on the floor. Fucking heathens. If it ain't them fucking heathens, it's them fucking giants.
I'm just gonna wander over and stand behind Jenny and cross my arms in a very menacing way.
I turn to you and say, no need to prove the stereotype, dear.
I'm just going to glare very angrily at both of the gentlemen talking.
All good.
The third guy is looking between his two fellow merchants and looking at you guys, looking at you guys, and he looks back at you guys and he's looking back and forth. He's like, I think I'm gonna step out and get some air, and he quickly gets the fuck out of the room.
I suggest that perhaps he could stay and have another one on me.
He's like, nope.
It's all you can eat and drink.
I'm gonna reach out and try to grab him to keep him here with us.
Okay, give me a dex check. Or athletics, or okay, that works either way. Yeah, you manage to clamp your hand down over his shoulder and pick him up. He immediately squeals like a girl and pisses himself. And he says, "Oh dear God, please don't kill me! I didn't say it."
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and just push him back down into his seat.
I'll walk over at this point, knowing the commotion.
I'm gonna start turning this interaction into a song.
Are you trying to scare them?
And the other two's like, at this point, the other two are kind of like looking at Pissy Pants and looking at the barbarian, and they're looking rather pale because now they don't know what the fuck to expect. And they look like they're getting ready and prepared for trouble.
I'm just gonna...
Jenny places a hand on Omri's arm and just says, "There's no need for this. We don't need this right now."
I'll just sort of look at her, and then I'll just let go of the guy and go back to my perch on the wall.
Yeah, they especially as Jenny starts, or Omri starts moving away from them. They start to visibly relax, and they're like, "Listen, mate, we're sorry, man, right? Or miss. We just had a lot of trouble with the barbarians, and it's old habits, eh?"
Sure. Old habits. Let's mark it up to that.
They nod and they clam up, and they don't even look in the direction of Omri.
I continue to glare at them.
Everyone's a friend now.
You hear from across the room, "Hi! Friends! Yay! Woo!" As some guy goes, he says as he stands up, he goes, "Uh-oh, I don't feel so good." And he runs out of the room. Doing all this, what is everyone else doing?
Eating and drinking and just watching everything that's going on.
Was it one of the three guys that ran out of the room, or was it somebody else?
Nope, it was just some random other person from the other side of the room that had too much to drink and was being the obnoxious drunk. Good God, I muted my phone. What more do I need to do?
Turn it off.
Apparently, because it's just like ding, ding,
Apparently-
ding, ding, ding.
Apparently, silent does not mean silent.
Apparently not anymore. Good God. Right, so
Just keep playing, keeping an eye out for anything that might seem like a business
Okay.
opportunity to me.
all right. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be much more going on other than what dear old Jenny down there overheard about a missing merchant with a tentative peace with the barbarians. They're not, real high strung or worried about much of anything because the barbarians aren't at the gates trying to murder, pillage, and destroy, and or at least in their eyes, rape, murder, steal, and all other sorts of bullshit. And there haven't been any giant sightings in probably a month and a half. If you asked anyone, they'd say, "Yeah, we ain't heard any sightings of giants in a month and a half." Rather strange, really. So the night passes rather quietly, aside from the revelries which go on to the wee hours of the morning, as people start making their way to their respective homes and places to sleep for the evening. I would say give me one more performance check for Mr. Bagpipes.
Advantage, disadvantage, normally.
Do you normally have advantage with it?
I was just asking if any circumstances would have changed the roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make it at advantage. I'm curious. Okay. So yeah, throughout the rest of the evening of your performing, you pull in another 25 silver. And as you finish up for the night, what do you do?
Find somewhere to sleep.
All right. Do you get any drinks or anything from the?
This is a bard who does not actually drink, surprisingly enough. You've not seen this bard touch an ounce of liquor once.
You do know that this place usually has rooms available. As of this moment, you don't know if there are any available, as this town is fucking packed with people.
Raylan literally sleeps anywhere.
Okay. I mean, you
Finding somewhere to sleep is not hard for him. He has slept in ice-cold lakes, if that gives you any perspective.
Uh-huh. Well, you're approached by the bartender. He says, where are you staying for the night?
Anywhere. I've got no preference on where I sleep.
I have a few rooms left available, and you have a room for the night on the house. If you want it.
All right.
I'm sure there are other people here I can rent it out to.
Alright, here's a tip of 5 gold for putting up with me.
He nods and pockets the 5 gold. He says, not many bards actually offer the bartender any tips anymore. It's nice to see some stick to the old practices.
Well, it runs in the family. He goes off and heads to his room to sleep.
All right. So you go off to your room to sleep. What are the rest of you doing?
I'd probably get a room to sleep too.
Same.
Okay. He says, any of y'all sharing the rooms?
Nope.
For 2 gold, we get our own rooms, right?
You're funny. You just ate and drank for the last 3.5 hours straight.
Oh,
Anyone?
if I was eating and drinking, then you've made a huge profit on me.
For 2 gold for all you can drink and eat?
He rolls his eyes.
Jenny's a very disciplined person. She will drink a couple to wash down some food, and then she'll chill for the night.
He's like, fuck it. Don't care. He hands you all room keys. He's like, just don't shit, piss, or puke everywhere, please.
Done deal.
And he hands each of you a key. All right. So, you guys go to sleep. One moment as I copy and send this information. Do.
Thanks.
Okay, that one goes to
I get the feeling that's something that the previous person who rented probably left behind, and he's not saying a thing.
and then we have yes, Nomad. Right. So in the morning, well, late mid-morning, when you guys wake up, you see in the middle of your rooms on the floor is small little crates, and there's a little note on them.
I will read my note.
Your note says, "From the benefactor, enjoy your gifts. Seek out Randal."
Well, that ain't ominous at all, Raylan says to himself.
I will
He'll
also read my
take-
note.
Your notes all read, in fact, the same thing. About, yes, seek Randal, enjoy the gifts, the benefactor. Signed, literally, the benefactor.
Taking my gifts, and I'm like, that isn't ominous at all. Sort of poke his head out the door, see if anybody
And
else is awake.
Raylan, Andal, Jenny, Omri, you all got your stuff, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Yep.
sure before I deleted it.
Sorry, when you say got our stuff, what are you talking about?
The stuff he sent you in the
I
Discord.
just sent you a message in Discord with items.
Oh, in the Discord. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
That was actually the results for your rolls. And that is what you get from the benefactor.
Not bad.
Cool.
Can't complain.
I would have had to pay through the nose for those.
Uh-huh. So,
Sort of poke my head out the door to my room, see if anybody else is also awake.
you hear noises coming up from below. It sounds like plates and dishes and mugs being clattered around and cleaned, and the scent of cooking food wafts up from below. The scent of bacon and sausage wafts up quite strongly from below.
Hmm.
But,
Jenny follows her nose down to the food area.
all right. You see the. Go ahead.
I said I was gonna go down, note in hand. He's got sort of a strange look on his face, considering he's already strange looking.
Jenny, give me a perception check, please.
With pleasure.
I mean, as strange as anybody with blue skin and green hair can be.
You notice this gentleman coming down with a slip of paper that looks very similar to yours, with an odd, confuzzled look on his face, coming down the stairs into the food area, and he's kind of looking around a bit.
Okay. Just for the record, Jenny would not be in her armor at the moment. She'd be just in a reasonably nice set of clothes.
Okay.
She'd be carrying her armor in a bundle on her back.
Alrighty.
Jenny looks over at the chap who's wandered down and says, "Oh, you seem to have received a note." She holds up hers.
Oh, so I'm not the only one who got this odd note. Okay.
It would seem not.
He sort of says in a general direction of where a bartender should be, like if he heard or saw anything weird last night.
He says, "My friend, there's always weird shit to be seen. You gotta be more specific than that."
I don't know, a couple of crates being brought into your building with some weird gentleman leaving notes with them, maybe?
No, can't say that I seen anyone. Locked up after y'all went upstairs and everyone cleared out. Went home myself.
Alright. I'm assuming I would have no idea what the hell the benefactor is referring to.
Nope. I mean, you could make a history check to see if you remember hearing anything about somebody going by the name the benefactor within the city.
If I had heard anything in various circles that I follow in as a bard, listening in.
Give me your check. You remember various instances in your travels where people have been referred to as benefactors or beneficiaries, but you can't.
Nobody specifically calling themselves the benefactor.
Nope, you
as a
not
title.
especially not here. So yeah, unfortunately not.
All right. Well, since you and me have also gotten these notes, I imagine we're not the only ones who happen to have stayed here and gotten them.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Do you want to wait till other people come down and see if they also
Right about then
got
is when
something?
I'd start coming down with my note in my hand, looking for the barkeep.
You see
well-
the barkeep furiously cooking eggs and ham and sausage and bacon and some help from some of the baked goods of sorts, pancakes, if that's what you choose to call them, more like crepes.
One more, huh?
What? One more what?
Note?
Jenny pats the seat next to her as she starts hoeing into a pile of bacon and waves a note.
Oh, I'm not the only one. Okay. Do you know what it's from? Who hell is in our room? Or what?
Hell if I know, but he's...
The benefactor.
All I know is he's awfully
Apparently.
generous.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Well, could be she, you never know.
He, she, they... Whoever they are, they're awfully generous. I'm assuming you've also been told to look for a Randal?
Yep.
Randal, you say? There's a merchant named Randal who went missing recently. Had a awful run of bad luck. Maybe we should. Are you wishing? Would you like to come and help me see if I can find this guy?
It might be an interesting business opportunity. Raylan will sit down and see if anybody else comes down.
Yeah,
Confused as
definitely
fuck.
be, safety in numbers, especially if this is some kind of bullshit trap.
Okay.
Upstairs in my room still, I'm gonna look at my little crate and check it out and see if there's anything like weird about it or anything that would like give me a hint as to like maybe where it came from or something.
Give me an investigation check. Yeah, nope. It's a rather nondescript wooden crate with a wire latch that keeps. But once you put your items into it and you twist and latch this wire down, that it keeps it closed. It's sit perfectly in the center of the room on the floor, with the note propped up on top of it, so that it's one of the first things you would have seen upon rolling out of bed.
All right, I'll grab my stuff, grab my note, and head downstairs.
All right. Do you pull the stuff from the crate, or do you just walk down with the whole crate and the note?
I'll take my stuff out of the crate and
Okay.
yeah.
And stow it.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, as you guys are sitting there scarfing down foods and discussing this note and this poor bastard Randal, you see you see this big old barbarian come stomping down the stairs with a note in her hand.
I'm just sort of gonna like look at everybody and be like, "Who the fuck left a note
Jenny
in my room?"
waves her note and motions you over.
Randal waves his too.
Homer's just
I'm
gonna.
gonna see if there's anybody
wander
else in
around.
here that we may have missed.
Give me perception checks. All of you except for Nomad.
Man, making me use all my good rolls now. There we go. That's more like it.
You're too focused on that food.
God.
That food is too good.
It is.
Okay, who is generic nerd playing? I'm sorry.
Raylan, I'll fix that 1 second.
Yeah. Okay.
Just look on the Discord. We've got our character names next to our actual names.
I'm trying to focus on the game and not Discord.
Okay, all right.
I'm easily distracted. I'm sorry.
All right, if you could then for everybody else, if you could put your character's name in the Roll20 next to your actual name, kind of like how
There we go.
actually half of them are
I
already.
updated it.
Okay.
Sorry, who are you?
Raylan
Distraction joke, sorry.
and Omri, you notice this individual at another table staring rather intently at the group of you. Jenny and Andal, you guys really fucking hungry. You're just your noses are in your plates and you're just shoveling the food down as fast as it comes to you.
Maybe not sounding like that, but yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm furiously eating.
there's just a steady sound of ding 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 of the utensils hitting the plate before it throws food into your mouth. But yes, Omri and Raylan, you do see this individual sitting at another table just staring at you.
Well, aren't you a social one?
Just gonna get out and walk straight at this person. Do they do anything weird when I walk straight at them?
I don't know, Nomad. Do you do anything shifty?
No.
Perhaps you'd like to join us, seeing as you've probably also gotten a note. And this happens to be the only other place where you slept. With other people who also happen to have gotten notes. This is more coincidental than it turns out to be, so why don't you just help us out here? And not make things difficult.
You are quite observant. And I will get up and walk over.
I mean, I wouldn't be a bard if I wasn't observant.
I'm just gonna go walk back to the table. But I'm not gonna sit down. I'm just gonna stand and watch.
Jenny
So-
pulls a plate off the pile and puts some bacon and sausages on it and hands it to her new friend.
Well, what's more to like than someone who offers you bacon and sausage?
Hearing the call about coffee, one of the bar wenches comes over with a large carafe and several mugs and some sugar in a bowl and places it at your table and quickly gets back into more cooking and prepping food because in about 20 minutes there's going to be a large crowd of people coming in.
Yeah, Rayland will take the coffee, some bacon, and put 2 gold on the counter.
Okay.
I'll eat the
So-
food that Johnny put in front of me.
All right. So you guys.
Oh, I was putting the food in front of Omri.
Oh, never mind then.
But sure, you can eat. I mean, there's. I'm assuming there's piles of food on platters that you can just.
Yeah, he's getting that whole continental breakfast line set up as, on the bar.
I'm gonna have to remember this place next time I come back here.
He's like, I take care of people, but this is just because I know there's going to be a shit ton of fucking hungover people coming in, and it keeps people coming back every year. He
I
says,
imagine after we've eaten, we should probably head to the guard then.
so yeah. So you guys finish eating. Where are you guys gonna go? Where are you gonna head to? It's still a bit early, and the shops probably won't be open until later, around midday.
Jenny, after a couple of coffees, will throw her armor on and make towards the guards hall.
All right.
Before she actually walks off, I would actually, excuse me, I would actually introduce myself as Andal and ask for
Oh,
everybody else's
sorry.
names because nobody knows who anybody is yet.
Yeah, my bad. I'm Jenny. Jenny Beldranian. Beldriandon. I'm a paladin of Torm. I've been up here helping out with the barbarian situation.
Raylan Mist. Yes, I'm aware that my last name is ironic. Go ahead.
What did you miss?
But
See, there it is. Mist. MYST. There. Anyway. Local bard. Travel all around. That's my specialty.
Cool. Nice to
you
meet
guys
you.
remember this guy from last night, the one that royally fucked up his first song and got paid to stop playing.
I'm just gonna look over at Raylan and be like, "You really suck at playing those bagpipes."
I just forgot to tune it for the first one.
You tune bagpipes.
Who doesn't? Any self-decent bard tunes their bagpipes before they play. Otherwise, your
To
wind
be
is all
fair,
fucked up.
I know nothing
And yes,
about your music.
bagpipes actually are a tunable instrument.
Any half decent bard wouldn't be playing bagpipes to begin with.
If you want to hear bagpipes played really badly, don't tune them. That's a whole second order level of really unpleasant noise.
That's gonna
Opposed to the first order of really unpleasant noise. Which
Anyway.
is bagpipes.
After being offended about his skills and his choice of instrument, Raylan will go outside and wait by the doorway for you.
Omri's just gonna be like looking at his retreating back and being like, Omri, and then follow.
Okay.
So Jenny announces to the group that her intention is to go see the guard captain and find out if we can get some sort of license to investigate the disappearance of Randal, and B, to see if we can get some more information.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and, try not to get ourselves arrested for, breaking and entering, for doing something we've been asked to. I would not want to
Indeed.
go to jail for the 5th time in a row.
Sounds like a good idea. And as everyone else has introduced themselves, I'm Nomad.
Is that your name or your title?
Both.
I like you already.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Right. So, you guys find yourself in the guards barracks as they are doing their shift change for the that and one of the guards notices you and walks over, goes, you notice he is a dwarf, and he goes, "What do you want?"
Looking for the captain of the guard. We're looking to investigate something for a friend and don't want to get arrested.
Found him. What do you want?
We just want to.
Jenny pipes up and says, Jenny Bildriandon from the Temple of Torm in Waterdeep. I've heard that you have had a merchant go missing recently, and we, being good public-minded citizens, would like to help with the investigation if you're a bit short-handed at the time.
He says, well, so you're trying to find poor Randal then, eh?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the one.
Yeah. At least someone here gets to the point.
Right. One moment. He says, I'll be right back. And he
All right.
hobbles off as fast as his little dwarven legs can carry him, which is surprisingly fast. And a few minutes he comes running back. And he goes, he starts to hand out this folded slip of paper. He said, and then he pulls it back and goes, note, this just gives you permission to enter the premises. Anything stolen, damaged will be, hopefully you'll pay for it. And we won't have to discuss anything further about stolen or damaged goods. Yeah?
Of course.
Of course,
like
that
any.
sounds perfectly acceptable.
What about what's already broken in there? Are we going to get charged for
We're
that?
aware of what's already broken and what's in the store. We've got it all inventoried.
Okay, just checking.
He looks at Jenny and hands Jenny the slip. He goes, I know you, and you're a trustworthy person. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. What was your name, sorry, sir?
Sven. My name is Sven. Guard Captain Sven.
Well, pleasure to meet you. We'll get right to work.
Thank you, Captain Sven. Would you happen to have any other information that your obviously highly capable guards would have dug up so far? Obviously, we've only just heard of poor old Randal's disappearance, and
That's the
we don't
damn
really know
truth.
much more.
We practically flipped the place inside out, and we didn't find anything. It's as if he was never there. I mean, his goods are there. The place was clean, but it's like it like nothing moved. You know?
Like as if he had never left.
Yeah.
From what we've heard around town, he had a bit of trouble recently. Getting robbed and
Yeah.
mugged on the same week.
Yeah, he got mugged first, actually. He got mugged because he wasn't paying his dues to the so-called local thieves guild, and they mugged him as a warning. He then refused to pay again, so they robbed his shop. And that's the last we heard about it. And now the poor daft bastard's gone missing.
Well, that explains a lot then. That gives us at least a lead to go on. Thank you.
Most welcome. Anything else I can do for you?
You mentioned the local guild. Is there a particular person who leads that guild, or is there a particular location where that guild is known to operate from?
He says,
I mean, if he knew that, he probably would have already caught the thieves.
Yeah, he says, the so-called thieves, and he does his little air quote, are known to occasionally set up over here. That nice yellow splotch. He says, but they're all two-bit criminals. The petty crimes. Get caught, sit in lockup for a few days, set them out. None of them stupid enough to do anything serious enough to get their necks stretched. Mostly it's petty theft. But their so-called leader is a man, well, who if you want to call a scum like that a man, Marcus. He makes sure their bails are paid so that they get back out in a few days. He takes a small portion of whatever they steal, and quite frankly, we've never been able to catch him doing anything. Got his fingers in all the pies, but never gets caught with any residue on them, if you catch my meaning.
No, I know very well what you mean. That should be some solid leads to go on. I think we should start by checking the shop. He's bound to have slipped up.
He says, for what it's worth, I myself and a few of the boys don't believe it was the Thieves Guild. This isn't their MO, if you know. This is more unsettling. But if you find something that links them, let me know. And he says, right, I've got paperwork and other shit to take care of. Anything else?
That should be all.
No, thank you for your time.
All right, you're a busy man.
He nods.
We'll get to work.
He nods at you. Good luck. Turns around and storms off back towards his office and stops along the way to various recruits and soldiers. I told you to polish your armor. You stand up with your shoulders straight. God, the people I get stuck training. And so, yes.
Well, anyone know the way to his shop?
Jenny, I believe, knows. It's down here. Under the big red R. But you're more than welcome to head for the air quote thieves gathering place first, if that is what you wish.
Are there any shops or cafes or restaurants or that sort of thing that are in the vicinity of that would give us a view of that Thieves Guild operations point? So we could just watch them for a couple of hours, get a bit of a handle on how they operate.
Now, Jenny, you're from this town, correct?
No, I'm from Waterdeep.
Right.
I've lived in the area. Would I know anything?
You can give me a history with advantage to know to pinpoint maybe one of the better places to post up in that general vicinity.
Because as somebody who's been in prison before, he would have figured it's probably going to be a front.
Yeah, give me a history check with advantage.
12.
It's decent enough. You find a place that's 2 doors down and across the street from the building that the guard captain said was the place where the Thieves Guild gathered. And you know that they have this place that you're remembering has hella good baked goods and the tastiest of tasty coffees.
Well, that's something at least. I will relay that information. If we would like, we could split up. A couple of us search the store, the other half keep an eye on the thieves, and, meet back when we find something. And if we don't, still meet back up at the lookout spot.
Wouldn't it be better to do the store during the day, the Thieves Guild, whatever they are, at night?
I'm only suggesting we spend about an hour at the Thieves Guild and then we'll head down to the store.
You do
I
know
just-
that it's still fairly early morning, and there are people just barely crawling out of bed, nursing massive hangovers. You don't think there's very many places open aside from places that do coffees and whatnot. But other or taverns and inns, but that
I reckon they won't do most of their business during the day. They'd be too stupid. Broad daylight. Fucking thieves,
Alright.
that'd be ridiculous.
Well, given that it's early yet, then let's head down to Randal's store.
Yeah, let's check the store.
All right, so you guys all move down to Randal's store. You all give me perception checks as you wind your way through the streets to Randal's. Nope. Okay.
I am rocking those 12s and 15s.
Thank God one of you got something high enough. Raylan, just for the 1/100th of a fraction of a second, you see something out of the corner of your eye that's vaguely humanoid shaped, following parallel to you guys on a side street. And it would peek around a corner and watch you, and then as you kind of noticed it, it jerked back around the corner. The rest of you don't see this.
Raylan's gonna sort of break off from the party and sort of... If you attempt to stealth in broad daylight...
Nomad,
and
you
go...
notice that Raylan starting to hang back.
He's sort of like... Raylan sort of gives him a look of like there's something weird going on. He's gonna take a look around and be quiet about it. If he can read that from just a few glances.
Nomad can most definitely give me a insight check if he wishes to. Yep, he gets the general gist.
Yeah, Raylan's gonna start trying to stealth and follow where he thinks that thing may have gone.
I'll go with him.
All right, give me your stealth check, please.
I'm gonna break off and move with him.
Okay. Are any of you wearing armors that imposes disadvantage for stealth?
Nope.
I'm not.
Okie dokie. So the two of you that break off and start making your way to where Raylan saw something. Give me your stealth checks, please.
Son of a bitch. I keep rolling like fours.
Nope.
What is?
Okay.
The 8 squad.
roll 20, you can stop it now. Start actually
Yeah,
rolling
seriously.
random, not the
The
same damn
average of
numbers.
all of our rolls has been 7.
Oh, this is fucking great.
I'm gonna try something to see if that'll make roll 20 actually do.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, okay, 12.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys may have to try exiting the game completely, refresh roll 20, and then hop back on, because I know I've done that a few times and it changes the
rolling.
yeah, it's for some reason sometimes when you log in, just for whatever reason, it likes to give you a rolling or give you for shit rolls. And I've logged out, refreshed, logged back in, and at least at the very least have rolled decent rolls, not necessarily all high rolls, but 12s and better.
We don't need any more 12s.
Alright, shall we try that again?
Yes.
I'm going to save my rolls.
Wow. Okay.
Both of you give me stealth checks.
There's my new one.
Nice try.
Roll 20 is so broken tonight. And every night.
It wasn't an 8 at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it's average.
Okay, Nomad, give me yours.
I did.
You
Did
did.
someone right before it?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, one after I
Nomad,
joined.
you all you hear of Nomad is the slight ruffle of his clothing, just ever so slight. Nestor, you're quiet. You're quiet, but like you forgot to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. You're just mouth breathing away. You approach the corner. What do you do?
Alright. I'm gonna see if I can spot anything like that might have that could lead to anything that might indicate what was following us. Maybe, perhaps it was following us. Maybe not.
In the meantime, Jenny's just continuing to trudge forwards towards Randal's space in her chainmail.
All right. Shing, 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 shing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perception check for those of you who are peeking around the corner.
Nope, nothing. I see nothing.
Nestor, you find a cat, and it looks at you and goes, meow. Nomad, as you peek your face around the corner, you see a figure closing a door and locking it. And as she turns around and sees you, she goes, ah, and throws her little basket up in the air as you scared the shit out of this little old lady as you peek around the corner. What's a big idea? Scaring little old ladies.
I start walking away slowly, quietly.
I'm just face palming.
Are you one of them perverts? Huh? Trying to catch an old woman in her knickers? You sicko.
Hey, she saw you, not me.
Yeah, somehow. I just follow Raylan.
Yeah,
Well.
you don't know what it was that you think may have been following you, but whatever it was, you don't see it. Aside from that cat and the little old lady who you scared half to death, that's about it.
Well, whatever it was, they made a clean getaway. I'll
Mhm.
catch up with the others.
All right. So the rest of you reach the front of of Raylan's shop, or Randal's shop, sorry, and there's a thin layer of dust on the window. It's dark inside, and the door is shut and locked.
I'm just gonna go up and kick the door down.
I mean, I would have done it the more subtle way. Break a pane and mage hand the doorknob, but sure, that works too.
Jenny, did you by any chance open that folded piece of paper he handed you?
Yes.
Okay, at what point would you have opened it?
In the office.
Okay, so you do remember that there is a small key in that folded up piece of paper. Right about the moment you see the big barbarian lady lift her foot up and draw it back to kick the fucking door in.
Probably see the Triton like trying to tell her no. Like, don't do that.
You just see this one big massive foot come up in the air, Spartan style, and it's starting to run for that door.
Okay, Jenny says to Omri, no! We've got the key!
I kick it down anyways.
Give me your athletics to kick the fucking door down.
We're gonna have to pay for that.
Money has there is no concept of money to a barbarian.
Maybe, maybe not.
Fuck
Okay.
the store.
So here's what happens.
One time I wished that she rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Where are
As
those 8s now?
now several things are going to happen. As your foot makes contact with the door does budge quite a bit. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to kick it in. Also, a very, very high-pitched, loud squeal starts emanating from the door. As if you just set off an alarm. And you start to hear the sounds of several guards running through the street trying to find the source of that sound. Yes, because it is very bloody loud. But the door is still up and in the frame, just barely.
I'll just
Jenny
kick
pulls
it
out the
again.
note,
And
patiently
the
steps
key.
towards the direction the guards are coming from, and prepares to talk to them.
Omri, would you like to finish kicking the door in?
Yep.
No.
Before
Check. The rest of
before
you
that
stop.
before that happens, Jenny throws the key to Raylan.
I'm gonna quickly try and open the door before she kicks it in.
Okay, I need a dexterity from both Omri and Raylan to see what's going to happen first.
Who's faster?
Just straight dexterity.
Oh, natural 20.
She's gonna break your hand if you try.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, Raylan, because you might do just as well or better. I don't know.
Nope.
You grab the key out of air and you spin just to see this like lightning fast blur of this Spartan kick. Boom! Give me your athletics.
And it was an 8.
And it was an 8. I mean, this door is barely on its hinges.
Raylan can already feel his purse getting very light.
You hear a cracking sound, and rather than the force you were going for, the door kind of just goes "Thud," and falls over on the floor, and you actually you don't do any damage to yourself, but you pull a muscle in your leg because you were expecting to have to kick it maybe a little more harder than you did, like, or maybe you were aiming to kick the fucker clear across the room. Not 100% certain, but you hyperextended your leg muscles, and you just gave yourself a pulled muscle. It's not going to affect you, but yeah, the door just kind of, it's like you touch it and the door goes over.
I just turn around and look at everybody else and go, there.
You're
And
paying for that.
About this time, as these 20 guard members of the guard come pouring from all the directions, lances and spears and swords and all their pointy bits aimed at you guys. One of them comes out to the front, looks you over, and goes, "Right, not very brilliant for fucking thieves, are you?"
Jenny steps forwards, presents the guard captains.
Two of the
Nope.
guards immediately aim their drawn crossbows at you.
I don't have my hand on any weapons. I just stride forwards calmly and
You're holding a
present the
key
note
and a
and
note.
say-
You're the most.
Well, Raylan has the key.
Yeah, I'm sort of holding up the key, like
yes,
Like,
Raylan has the
waving
key.
it in the air.
I say to the guard, we're authorized to be here. One of our group
Why don't you
got a
kick
little
this
over
fucking
enthusiastic.
door?
She got a little over enthusiastic. She's not from round here. We're trying
You
to teach
had
her
a
better
key.
manners.
She's not exactly the brightest to realize we had the key.
I didn't know we had a key. No one told me we had a key.
He says, "Right.
Sorry,
On with your
we'll
investigation."
get it sorted.
It's coming out of our purses anyway.
He's like, "Yes, it is, because I'm sure as fuck not paying for it." And he goes, "Right, guys, everyone back to your posts." And they all, rah, 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 and they all disperse. He still
Do
wants to-
they dismiss the alarm?
after about a minute, it shuts off. It ends.
Okay.
Think of it as the alarm spell.
Wow, that was
But your ears are
Well,
ringing. You've got that leftover in your ears. All right. So you've got access to a what appears to be fully stocked store, and a door with broken hinges and latch mechanism on the floor.
I will walk in, stepping over the busted down door.
You crunch, crunch, crunch over the door.
I
Anyone
try
else?
to salvage what's left of the door and put it up on the wall.
I'll help him.
Surprisingly, other than the hinges and the latch mechanism, the door seems unfazed.
Okay, so we won't have to pay for much.
Maybe a new door frame, latch, and hinges, but yes.
Jenny just takes up a post outside so that if any passers-by come past, she says, nothing to see here. Move along.
Nothing to see.
Official guard's business.
I will start searching.
Me too.
I assume the others will be joining us.
I will be joining.
So, Jenny, you hear as one of the last guards walking out goes, "Poor fucking Randal. Shittiest luck of them all, I tell you, for such a good guy." And he slips around the corner.
Yeah. He gets,
Instead of going with
he
the
gets
other
mugged.
guards.
No, he goes with in wherever he's supposed to be going, at least as far as you're aware, because they came from all different directions.
Oh, I
He's
see. I get you.
yeah. He just slips back around the corner and heads back to where he's supposed to be patrolling.
Okay. If he's going in a different direction to the other guards, can I make a quick insight check?
You most certainly can. You do notice that about half of them go this way and this way, and that a few of them go this way, and then only like 2 of them start making their way through over here.
Sorry, I don't know how I ended up on disadvantage setting, but I fixed it.
Okay. I am gonna keep the original 9 because that's what you would have originally rolled.
Curses.
Yeah, sorry. If that 22 had been that the high number for that first roll, I would have let you keep that one. But no, you don't see anything shifty about it. You clearly remember seeing guards come from every direction and converge on this location. And as far as you're aware, he's just heading back to wherever he was patrolling at before the alarm went off.
Okay.
You want investigation checks?
Yes. The rest of you see that this is a rather nicely stocked alchemist / general goods store. That
If there's alchemy involved, this is Raylan's forte. He's proficient with alchemist supplies.
Nomad, I'll get to you in a second. Omri.
It's a store.
It's a store, and you see a very nice set of camping gear. And
Don't steal anything.
Why would I steal? I don't need it.
Raylan, Raylan's the one that has the alchemy bits.
Yeah, I'm proficient with alchemist supplies.
As you look around, you see that there's the remnants on one of the back counters of this shop of. Give me your check for alchemy.
You just want me to roll like with my tools?
Yeah, roll with your tools. You see this weird concoction or remnants of a weird concoction, a little bit of liquid on the countertop, and remnants of some various herbs and other things that are splattered all over this desk.
Intelligence? I'm just asking, like, attribute for that would be intelligence,
yes.
right?
Intelligence or wisdom. I would say intelligence.
Well, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so give me your intelligence with your alchemy supplies.
And I got nothing. Not one.
Jesus Christ.
Please roll a D100, my good dude.
Okay.
This is just what the fuck.
Low is bad, high is okay.
We are a blind group.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Sure. Now I roll high.
You don't know what it is, but you managed not to blow your goddamn face off by just slapping some random chemicals together. But again, unfortunately, you don't know what the remnants of whatever this was is. In a minute, I will say that there's just enough left that you can give me another check.
I will try again.
at disadvantage because there's very little left. But before you do that, Joe, you find Andal finds a slip of paper under, sticking, or several slips of paper sticking out from underneath a metal lockbox, just like the tiniest little corners. You almost miss it, and you notice them as you're like leaned over looking for something.
Can I pick them up and read them?
You most certainly can try. What languages do you speak or know?
Abyssal, Common, Celestial, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Okay. In Elvish, you read, "My dear good Sir Randal, it's recently come to my attention that in the past 3.5 years that you've operated your shop from this location within the walls of this fine city, albeit that we're rather a fairly new group, or under new management, shall we say. You have not once paid protection to the Thieves Guild. That being said, I am not going to charge you interest for the last 3 years. However, going forward, we expect 10% of all profits be paid to whomever we send to collect your protection fee."
You reading this aloud?
Oh yeah, I would have passed the information on. I would have read out what I said,
Okay.
what I found.
So it's under new management.
For the Thieves Guild.
Several, you see another slip of paper. This one appears to be a little bit newer. "My dear Randal, I sent you a rather polite letter about a few weeks ago. Now, imagine my surprise when the gentleman that I sent to collect our fee told me you weren't paying. I'm not certain if he meant you aren't going to pay, or if you just hadn't made a decent amount of money yet for us to even consider collecting a payment. That said, I do hope that when the next gentleman comes, you will pay. Otherwise, we can't be responsible for what happens to you or your shop. For if you fail to pay. Good day." And then you find there's the last slip of paper. "All right, listen here, you daft dumb bastard. We've been trying to collect payment from you. You refuse to pay. You've been roughed up twice now. Should you refuse to pay again, you won't like what happens. Head of the Thieves Guild."
Oh, it was nice of him to leave evidence that he signed it.
And then we get to Nomad. Your investigation turns up several, well, to start with, several more dangerous potion and poultice ingredients. The kind more known for poisons and toxins. You also find an odd bit of hair or fur, you're not 100% certain, caught on the underside of the counter facing the door on the corner. Just tucked in there, wedged in there in a way that it would be easily missed. It is a smoky gray color, and it is rather coarse. While that's going on, Raylan, I need you to give me another alchemy check at disadvantage, please.
Don't blow us up.
Oh, we all live.
Oh, that's better. That's better. I'm rocking those 15s.
All right. So, you're not certain what type of toxin this is, but it is clearly a rather potent toxin that, depending on how it was put together, had one of several outcomes, being from simply knocking a person unconscious for several hours to killing a person outright within a matter of moments.
And that's purely based on how much is used, correct?
That is what was left. That was you, doing your alchemy checks with the last little remnants of whatever was there from before you burned through quite a bit of it.
I sort of relay the information that I've acquired from this toxin, which I'm assuming Nomad found some ingredients for something like that, right?
Yes, he would have.
Perhaps our friend was trying to keep from paying?
I would like everybody to give me one more round of investigations.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Jenny, as you look over your shoulder and into the shop, the sunlight shines through the window just right, that wedged underneath a shelf, you see the glint of a small square metal shape. About 3/4 of an inch wide by 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. And it appears to be attached to something.
I point that out to the rest of the group and say, did you notice that? It must just be the angle I caught a glint.
I assume we all further inspect this weird thing.
You see it under there, and it appears to be some sort of notebook. I'm assuming you just pull it on out.
Probably whoever's closest.
Okay,
Careful.
who's going to pull it out? Give me your dexterity check, please.
Dexterity check or like save?
Not a save, check. This is just to avoid potentially ripping whatever this object is.
Okay.
Who's closest?
You could even use sleight of hand if you have it.
Who here has the highest dexterity?
It's probably me. I mean, I think.
How about you, Nomad?
It's my dexterous strength to kick the counter over.
I mean, I can do it. I don't mind.
Are you fair?
All right. Aubrey's just gonna walk up and pull on this book or whatever it is that she sees.
All right.
Carefully.
Give me your sleight of hand, if you will.
I will give you advantage.
On sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is to avoid destroying or tearing whatever this object is.
17.
Congratulations! You slide your big barbarian feminine hand in underneath. You hook it, and you slide it out a little bit at a time, and it slips out. And it appears to be a 5 by 3.5 notepad. 5-inch by tall by 3.5 wide.
Legal pad, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Um,
Post-it notes.
Post-it notes. If only those existed. But yeah, you find this this small little leather-bound pad, and it's
I will open it up and see what's written inside.
it
I
is
will look over your shoulder.
firmly latched.
I'll look at the
Latched.
group and be like,
Yes, it has a small little the light that was reflecting off of it or glinting off of the metal that
it's
was on
his
it.
diary.
Yes,
Is it a latch
basically.
or is it a lock?
Or the store ledger.
I'll just
Yes.
look around at the group and anybody able to open this?
Is it like a latch or just like a straight lock?
Yeah, is it locked? I'll try and open it.
I would say it is locked.
Okay.
You give me a perception check.
It's leather. We could just cut it.
Just give it here.
I will hand it over.
I do need you to give me a perception check as you try to open it, though.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
I will give you advantage. I will aid you in this.
You don't know this. This is something just loud enough that she may or may not hear. I'm not allowing it. You briefly catch what sounds like a small liquid sloshing.
I will relay this information to the group. This weird book is making wet sounds.
I like that.
Why?
Great translation. I like it.
Let's just set it on the counter.
I'll just put the book down.
And I'm gonna start doing some. Does anyone else have like a mage hand or something? Because I figured 2 hands are better than 1 in this case.
Nope.
I do.
Barbarian hand.
I do have mage hand.
I'm thinking the bard and the sorcerer try and use mage hands to open this.
There's a small little slot on there, as if a key or something could be wedged into the flat metal siding and possibly opened.
Since you guys yelled at me earlier about keys, I'll look for a key.
Yeah, if it looks like there's a key to this, let's try and find the source first before we mage hands our way open.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, so how many people would have been standing next to this book?
I didn't say I backed away, so I'd be there.
I am as far away as I can because I was ready to mage hand.
I was starting to get away, but I'd probably be still within like 10 feet.
You're still with. I would say that at the time that this happens, you're still within 5, like the edge of 5 feet, moving out. However, I need all of you who are within the 5-foot marker. Please make a dexterity save as the nomad with the thieves' tools royally fucks up, and you hear a pop. And as you look over your shoulder,
thank God.
You see the latch pop open rather forcefully, and there is a tiny little clink and then a flash of light. And you all...
So that'll be who?
Oh God. Guys.
Well, I'm dead.
Which one of us are making this?
Only the people that are close. So you said you were far away to Mage
You
Hand.
said you
So
were all far away, Mage Hand. So the other 4 of you, with the exception of Omri, are going to take full damage, I believe, unless everybody else has
well, Jenny's outside, isn't she?
That's right. Jenny was outside, so Jenny doesn't have to. That leaves 3, with only one of you making the save. Let's see. Roll.
Well, I'm glad I decided to be on the other side of the room, away from this book.
This small amount of chemical compound in this vial cracks open and explodes. If you failed your dexterity save, you take a whole whopping 5 points.
Wow,
Still a
that
lot.
was.
If you didn't make your save, or if you did make your save, you take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As this little vial of alchemist's fire, this little tiny thing just goes poof.
Please tell me the book's not on fire. Please tell me the book's not on fire.
Yeah, the book is currently burning.
I
The
use
Triton.
prestidigitation to snuff the fire.
Okay, at least you fixed your screw up.
You beat the flames out on this book.
I don't beat it out. I use a spell to just eradicate it.
Okay. Unfortunately, about 2/3 of this book is burned away.
God damn it.
Fast acting fire.
Between the initial flash of heat and then the flames that burn out a book, the leather binding is heavily scorched but not completely destroyed. But most of the paper within is singed almost back completely to the spine.
Is any of it legible?
Some of it. Not a whole lot that it's going to make any fucking sense. Do you leaf through it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You catch you'll get 2 or 3 words in a row in some places, and in other places you'll get a partial of a chemical mixture. Towards the back of the book, you find at first you're not sure what it is, and then it looks to be some sort of a drawing of something, but there's not enough of it there for you to
He'll take out his own notebook that he keeps for his alchemy and just copies it as close as he can from what he can see.
What are you copying?
That picture thing in the book.
Okay. Okay, so you copy it down.
Strange alchemist diagram.
What else are you guys doing?
Does this building does this shop have a second floor?
It does not. However, one of you, or actually several of you, would have noticed that there was an odd lump under a rug. And upon your further investigations, would have found a cellar door.
Shall we go into the cellar?
Sure. What else could go wrong?
Before we go, we might want to check for traps on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm kind of hurt here.
How badly?
Translation, I'm fucked up.
Randal's just in the corner, burnt to a crisp.
Raylan
Yeah, his
hands you
face
a
is
healing
black.
potion. I'm just gonna hand you a healing potion.
I can actually just use Cure Wounds on myself, so I'll just do that.
Okay, so you will to just keep the superior healing potion.
I will hold on to that.
Should we have the sorcerer and the bard mage hand the traps, if there are any? That seems like our safest bet. Two
Sure.
incorporeal hands open the cellar while everyone backs the fuck away.
Or we're just gonna back up and let them do their work.
Same.
Okay, so who's doing what with the trap door?
I mean, I suggested the
Jenny's-
bard.
Jenny's still outside, engaging with passers-by, seeing if she can gather up any gossip about the day on which Randal disappeared.
Raylan will suggest Andal. Shall we use Mage Hand to, open the door so we don't have to actually open it?
Yes, everybody stand way back.
Omri will stand way.
Please tell me we're not going to be using the same hand. Like, I imagine we make an effort to not make, like, two left or two rights.
I mean, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to make a left hand. So
I mean, I'm right-handed, so this will work out then.
there you go.
Just don't make a foot, alright?
What was the persuasion for?
Seeing if there are any passers-by who might be able to tell us a bit more about the day that Randal disappeared.
Yeah,
lead up
nobody seems keen on talking to any of you.
I mean,
They heard the alarm going off. They heard the door get kicked in. They heard and seen all of the guards. They're like, yeah, we don't want nothing to do with this.
if it's guard business, we don't want anything to do with y'all.
Not even that. That poor bastard has such a run of bad luck that nobody wants to get involved with it because they're paranoid that they'll get the bad luck too.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
you'll get
we're starting to
robbed.
feel that bad luck.
Yeah.
Kicking the door in, getting my eyebrows singed.
If you have any to begin with.
I did. I don't have as much anymore, but I do.
As two incorporeal hands start opening the cellar door.
Attempt to open the cellar door.
Yeah, attempt.
Okay. So here's what happens. Okay. As you try to open the door, it sticks. Please give me a strength check.
A strength check with a fucking... Of course! With the fucking hand.
You're using a hand?
Mage hand.
Using mage hand. We're mage
Okay.
handing this shit.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
here's what happens. As your hands hit 10 pounds of pressure, they both out of existence.
Well, it's heavy. That's a fucking heavy door.
Alright, fuck this. Just gonna walk over and open the door from, gonna stand behind it and pull it open so that,
Okay,
she's not in front of the hole.
give me a strength check.
I will take cover behind a desk.
I'm standing all the way in the back anyway. Turning the other way.
Oh, jeez, what is with these apes?
Oh no! The door
What?
comes up about a half an inch, and you feel something starting to pull in your back, and you let go of the door, and the door slams back down closed.
What are you, 80?
Just glare at the fishman.
Yeah, that's what you get for insulting my fucking instrument.
Do you folks need a hand in there?
Apparently more than two. Oh, come on, that was comedy gold, people.
No.
No,
Oof.
apparently Jenny's having a bad day too.
Uh, mm,
Can Omri just get really, really angry and rage and open this door?
no,
You would like to rage open?
Jenny actually hurts herself trying to lift this door. You take 2 points of damage from jacking your back up trying to open that door. You're like, let me show you how it's done. And you lean over, you grab it, and you yank like you're expecting it just to come up. And you just hear this rather loud pop in your back. And you're like,
Yarp.
Well, it can't be any worse than what they've already done. I'm gonna roll a strength check.
Watch this bard open the door that the barbarian and the paladin can't.
I'm
This
waiting
can
for
only
him
get
to
better.
cover it.
He
Oh
did.
my god,
Wow.
are you fucking kidding me?
Raylan, you don't know what the fuck their deal is. You walk over, one hand, you grab this door, and as you start to lift, you release 3 fingers and then 4. You're holding it with your middle finger as you lift this door up by your middle finger, and you're like, seriously, the fuck is wrong with you people?
God damn it.
And this is a scrawny, like, lean but tall, like, Triton. So this has got to be embarrassing for the barbarian.
I didn't see you kick a door down 5 minutes ago, okay?
Can I see inside?
Someone responded with, because we had a key.
Fucking glare at the handle.
Hear Raylan say, "You are officially one of my favorite people."
Okay, so yes, actually, you do see about that there is a spiral staircase, a metal spiral staircase, heading down into the interior, the cellar area of this shop. You can't see much other than this the spiral staircase, as it's like wall-to-wall stone and metal. But you do see that it does appear to go down further into the shop.
All right. I sort of let the cellar door fall, and I'm like, "Well, it seems like there's more to this store than he let on." Heading down. And thank God I'm an ocean dweller. 'Cause dark vision is a savior.
Jenny peers in. What can she see with dark vision? Because half elf.
Okay, as you make your way down, you see what appears to be your atypical cellar. There are boxes stacked up and all over the place. Several plants that are hang upside down, drying. And yeah, you that's pretty much what you see.
Nothing out of the ordinary, like.
You can
Oh.
with your dark vision, you can most definitely give me a perception check.
I will also look around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yep.
with dark vision. Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, there are plants hanging from the ceiling.
God damn it.
12.
I know if we do stream this and post this, I know exactly what this needs to be titled. God damn it, Randal.
Excellent name.
Okay. with that fantastic 21, you notice that 2 of the crates appear to have scuff marks on the floor in front of them. And you can also see in the dusty dirt of the floor several booted footprints moving around the room that you chalk up to just guard boots, inspecting stuff. You see a few of the crates were opened and closed, but didn't get sealed right. But other than that, you don't see much else.
The marks on the floor near these crates, does it look like they were pushed to make those marks?
Or dragged, yes.
Well, let's move them out of the way. Perhaps there's something of interest around that area.
Well, you're the one who magically opened the unopenable door. Why don't you go do it, Fishman?
Who was it? Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to post this into the general chat, as I'm assuming you would have shared the image with them. Okay, where did it go? Aha. Yeah. That's pretty much all you've seen from the
Is that a hole?
what?
The black bit in the middle.
No, it's what's
Yeah.
burnt.
That's the portion of the image that was burned out.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is that thing that I saw in the book?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have definitely relayed this, but that's what
And it's you're not certain, but the coloring of whatever that fluffy stuff is matches the same color of the fuzz that was also found in the shop.
I'll sort of add that to my notes if Nomad is willing to share that information.
Yeah, I would have pointed it out to you.
A recruiter for what?
Well, we're gonna start moving these crates.
Okay. Give me your strength check as you grab these 2 heavy-duty crates and attempt to move them.
Homer's just gonna cross her arms and watch as he tries to move the crates.
Make it an advantage because Jenny will move over to
Okay.
give you a hand.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Go big
I
or
should have
go
made.
home, I swear.
I should have made Raylan a fighter.
Fucking Christ.
And the crazy thing is he has no strength modifier.
I know.
So here's what happens. As you squat down in that power drag mode and you yank and start pulling, at first there's no give. You apply more and more pressure, and all of a sudden there's just it gives, and this whole thing rolls towards you, and you fall flat on your ass and back, and it keeps rolling towards you, and until your ass and legs are up against this box, and it's it keeps moving, and it slides you a few feet before stopping. And you see that the drag marks and tracks appear that as if there were wheels under there that were just highly sticky. That once they get rolling, they don't like to stop rolling.
Raylan's like, sure, I planned it like that. Of course, because that underwater strength that I have.
Yeah.
Sure.
The bard makes it look effortless.
You're gonna have to make a bluff check on that bullshit against everyone's insight.
I will gladly.
make your bluff. Everyone else, make your insight as
I
Raylan
believe him,
attempts to
Well,
make
it depends if he rolls a natural one.
which he might.
You're not
might
sure.
believe him.
Yep, you might.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the?
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Nomad, you might see through his bullshit.
But are you gonna call me out on my bullshit?
No,
I
don't give
told
a
you
shit.
you're gonna have to make a bluff.
He did. He
did.
rolled a 5.
He rolled a 5.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
two of us rolled a 5.
So I can see right through it, but I don't
Jenny
give a
sees
shit.
through it. Nomad sees right through it, and beats Omri. You see right through it too.
So everybody sees right through it.
But yeah, I'm imagining like, how'd you like my moves there?
It's like I totally planned it like that.
And everybody's just like, sure, okay. But
It's, it's like when you fuck up and you're like, sure, I planned it like that. Of course.
Andal casts Mage Hand just to facepalm.
You're not even use your actual hand to facepalm, of course.
No, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand for it. Because I can.
Okay. So, I'm going to ask this now before we get into this next bit. I know one of you said you needed to be off by midnight, or here in about 45 minutes.
I believe that was Jenny.
Yeah, that would have been me because I've got a D&D Adventurers League session that I need to get to in town.
Okay. The next bit is going to take probably at minimum an hour and a half. Do you guys want to just go ahead and call it here, or do you want to go ahead and get started?
Let's get started, and if we end up getting into a combat, we might call it there, yeah?
Okay. Alrighty, so
Even still, this is an easy way of having Jenny, narratively walk out.
Jenny be like, I'm gonna go check out that Thieves Guild. You guys do this.
Yeah, we could very easily go there with it.
Worst case.
okay, so I actually need to shrink. Oh, for the love of God.
Were there anything under those boxes that were moved? Or no?
Not.
I mean, you would have noticed.
Yes. There was a in not so much under, but about a foot out from the wall, in a small 5-foot section hidden behind these boxes was what appears to be a partially dug out dirt tunnel. As you follow it down, it leads into a cavernous area. I'm trying to shrink the map a bit so it actually fits properly in this blasted thing, but it's not wanting to work with me. There we go. That.
So clearly Randal was not just a simple merchant.
I mean, he was an alchemist. That shit ain't simple. I see that in character.
Even then, I don't know. Is it normal for all alchemists to have hidden tunnels in their, cellars?
Well, I didn't. But that was before I became a bard.
Okay, so you becoming a bard makes it okay to have a weird tunnel in your cellar.
No, I'm just saying I didn't do anything weird besides do, potions and things
So my
that blow
point
up.
stands. Randall's weird.
Yeah, Randall's
Jenny
definitely
pipes
weird.
in and
Pot.
says, maybe he's a smuggler.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
another thing I was thinking too.
Okay, so there we go.
There's more to Randall than we know.
Or is his name even Randall?
Probably not.
It's definitely Steve.
Damn it, Steve.
Maybe it's Steve Randall or Randall Steve. You don't know. Okay, so here's what happens.
It's Delran.
Funny enough, I once played an alchemist named Delrin.
Oh, there's our little tunnel.
Okay. Oh, for the love of God.
Oh, I forgot the characters.
No, frickin' Roll20 is being a right shit again. Now I managed to get it to let me edit one map, and now it's not letting me edit. Now it's forcing me to edit all maps, and I'm just trying to grab your tokens and move them over.
Told you
Let's see.
Roll20's broken.
Yeah, Roll20 is always fuckered if you don't have a paid account, and even then, sometimes it's still fuckered. Usually, they give more of a shit if you're actually a paid player or a plus or pro player. I'm refreshing real quick to see if that doesn't fix the issue, and it
Well, I'm
appears.
in no rush.
Yeah. Oop. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. As you look through into this cavernous area, oddly, it appears to be stone and ice. And it's a bit chilly, not uncomfortably so, but you can see your breaths.
Not
Jenny will
uncommon
stride
for.
forward.
Okay, please be advised for other than combat purposes. Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah, that's 30 feet.
Hmm.
So for other than combat purposes, that's the measurements.
okay.
So as you approach here, you see that there, as you make your way down the first set of stairs and onto this landing, you do see that there is two paths, one to your left and one right.
Jenny turns back to the party and asks for guidance on which way they want to go.
I wouldn't be able to help with this, seeing as how I've, a Triton who has been underwater and through caves, probably.
In this circumstance, I would say no. You're more used to caves underwater, not so much caves that are just underground. You're more used to knowing the best ways to get through them based on the water flow and where shit's growing, as there's not really a noticeable, tangible force pushing you one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say no. I mean, you can attempt. You can say, hey, we should go this way, but as far as if she decides to roll for a direction, you wouldn't be able to assist her.
I mean, I can at least try a roll, right?
Yes, you can most definitely try a roll.
Investigation or survival?
Give me survival check.
I'm like, I got nothing.
You're like, a really good direction to go, and as you point your thumb behind you, is that way, and sure as fuck, not that way.
I mean, I'm not that much of a coward. I'm more like, I got nothing. Raylan's not a fucking coward. He's been underwater.
Hey, that doesn't mean you're a coward. You're just like, hey, that fucking direction's better than those two. At least we know it's that way.
One of us has a gold coin, right? I bet we flip one.
Okay, you're going
Okay,
to...
so gold side up, we're staying. Other gold side up, we're leaving.
I mean, I'm assuming these are like stamped with some insignia on one side and the other, right?
Jenny just strides forwards down the right-hand path.
All right, Jenny, move your
Oh, good. I waited
tokens.
gold side up anyway.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and follow Jenny.
Okay.
All right, 'cause you don't have dark vision.
Oh, I do, but I mean, torches.
Oh, right. We have humans in the party, don't we?
Pretty sure we do. I don't know if everyone has dark vision. Logically, you're in a dark place. You pull out a torch.
Okay,
I'm pulling
so
out a
as you
torch.
make your way down,
I've got dark vision.
you see that this stairwell goes down again quite deep. What's the range on Jenny's dark vision?
60.
60 feet. One moment. Do. All right. You guys spend quite a bit of time continuing down these slick stairs. Do all of you go to follow Jenny down the same side?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, we can try the other side. If the rest of you behind me want to follow me.
Maybe we should stick together after a trapped book. Who knows what could be down here?
No,
All right.
never split the party.
All right. So the stairs are definitely wide enough for you guys to go 2 by 2 down them. Who would be taking lead with Jenny?
I will.
Move your character token up into next to her. All right. So, who's going just behind you two?
Nomad, you want to go with me?
Sure.
I would prefer to stay in the back a little bit.
I mean, you could be in the back either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next two, please place your tokens right behind Jenny and Omri. Well, yeah. Right. So, Jenny and Omri, as you make your way down the second set of stairs, you hit another landing, and you see another set of stairs that continues down. These stairs are fairly wet. As you both go down or start to head down, I will need first you two to make dexterity saves as you tramp down these steep, slick stairs, followed by the other two right behind you. and then, of course, the person bringing up the rear. Jenny and Omri managed to stay upright. Josh, your nomad struggling. Andal
Just slide.
He slips.
slips, and you hear
What about the
"Oh,
Triton?
shit! Bam! I will need Nomad and Raylan to make an additional set of dexterity saves to avoid being
I haven't
taken.
even made my first one yet.
Make your first one and see if you even start standing.
The Triton would be fine on 6 stairs. Would I get advantage for that?
On what?
I mean, slightly wet stairs. The Triton would be okay with, right? Or semi-fine with.
I will alter the DC a little bit for yours to,
Reflect an amphibious creature.
yeah. It's going to alter the DC for you on this a bit. Yeah, that still ain't even
Not the best.
No.
I'm gonna at least see if I'm gonna
Nomad,
at least make.
you and Andal both go down. I do need Nomad to make. Nope, Nomad. Andal, Raylan collapse on the slick stairs, tumbling down.
I imagine it's like Andal runs into me, which then makes me run into Nomad.
Andal slips, hits Raylan. Raylan slips, grabs Nomad. Nomad, you try to dodge out of the way, and you trip over your feet, slip, and all three of you come whipping down these stairs, fast as shit.
Step out of the way as I see them coming down.
Omri, you hear this crash, 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 thud, 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 thud. Give me dexterity checks with advantage as you hear this shit coming.
You just hear Raylan like, "God damn it, Andal!"
Sorry, it was ice.
Omri got lucky as fuck. You guys hear this crashing. You look up to see these three individuals just tumbling ass over tea kettle down these stairs, just thud, 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 thud. And you both step aside as they hit the floor and slide.
I'd like to make a strength check if I can to see if I can grapple one of them on the way and stop them falling further.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. I would like to see if I can use my my sheath rapier to keep me from sliding.
Okay.
I just watch as they all go past, like I'm in a movie, just watching them all slide on their asses.
You can grab one, either Raylan or Nomad or Andal.
Do you want me to make athletics for that?
Hang on. There we go. Who are you grabbing?
Andal.
Andal? Okay, so Andal does not go sliding off into nothingness. Raylan,
Thank you.
you were using your rapier to do what?
I'm gonna try and sort of use it to put it in front of me and keep myself from sliding.
Okay, give me another dexterity save as you come sliding out. And you're just sliding on this ice fast as fuck. And you're
14.
Okay, it's enough to keep you from dying. You hit this crevasse as you go over, the sheath for your rapier catches in a split between the two, in between some on the edge. And as you go over and the rapier catches, you are dangling above a 200-foot drop down into this crevice. And you're basically hanging there on your rapier.
Can I try and get up?
You can certainly try. Give me a strength or actually, you could give yes. If you use your full movement, I would give you advantage athletics or acrobatics to pull yourself up.
Okay.
The rest of you see as Raylan goes whee over the edge, and you hear him saying "Ah!" click as he catches by his rapier. You get yourself half up on the thing. It's basically from your waist down is just hanging off the edge.
I'm essentially like using the sheath of the rapier to like pull myself up with my other hand, like trying
Yeah.
to dig in with these like claws I have.
As you get up, you realize that you've broken the sheath for your rapier. As you inspect it, there's a slight bend to your rapier, but it's not enough that it's going to affect its performance. But the sheath for it is split. The only thing holding it together was the end cap and the top cap for it.
I just sort of discard it, and like I wasn't planning on keeping that thing anyway.
Nomad. Same thing for you. You're sliding straight the same direction he was. You're heading, like you see Raylan go over this cliff and start pulling himself off. As you see him come up, you're basically right there. What are you doing?
I have no way of stopping myself.
Daggers.
Daggers, grab another motherfucker, try to grab the edge. I mean, anything. Otherwise, you're going to fall 250 feet.
After watching Raylan go sliding off into the abyss, can Omri dash forward and try and grab onto Nomad before he goes flying off into the abyss?
I will help you with that. I don't want to see this guy
We are
go.
going to Okay, so I will say that you can attempt to grab him at disadvantage. You can run up to him and try to grab him as he is sliding at breakneck speeds towards this cliff. Raylan, you can give her assistance with this as you see him sliding just a few feet to your right.
I'm essentially just gonna make it a straight roll because I'm aiding her, right?
Yep.
All right, so I just make a straight athletics check.
Straight athletics check to grab him.
Otherwise, you're gonna be making a 200-foot drop.
250 foot. I mean, he could still manage to save himself with the successful athletics or acrobatics.
I mean,
in the name of all that is holy, Nomad, as you slide past Raylan, your feet shoot out over open air, and as you look down, you don't see the bottom. You have that sinking feeling as your stomach drops as you start to plummet down to what you're certain is going to be your ultimate death, splattered at the bottom of some nameless cavern. As you start plummeting, you suddenly feel a sharp jerk around your waist as Omri has ran up, and just as you start going down below this lip, grabbed you by your essentially where your belt, and has yanked you up and back. Has yanked you back onto the lip there. So you don't die this day, my good dude.
that was a 19.
You're welcome for that too.
I just look at this small, puny creature in my eyes. I just put them down and turn around.
Is Nomad really the? How tall is Nomad anyway?
He's not very tall.
So yeah, to my 6 feet, puny.
Well, I'd be pretty fucking close. I'm 5'11", but
That's the difference. 6 feet to 5'11", you're short.
So we've got a 6-foot Triton, a 6-foot half orc, and a 5'11" what, like human or half elf?
You're a
thing?
6-foot Triton? Holy shit, you're a tall Triton.
I'm tall. I'm not wide.
6 feet is tall for a Triton. Like, Titans
He's a
average
noodle.
like 5'3".
He's a noodle Triton. He's lanky.
He's a note noodle.
Water noodle.
a danger water noodle.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. If you saw Raylan swimming at you in the depths, you'd be terrified.
I'm
So,
sorry, I see
having
anything
caught-
coming at me in the open water, and I'm fucking shitting a brick. Which is why I don't go swimming in the ocean.
So from this landing that we are now all safely on, do we like see any way to keep going, or is it just pit and then the stairs behind us?
You see that there are two paths. You also see that this is a fairly wide chasm here. You do see that there's a small pillar plateau of ice. Of course, it's not gonna here. You see that you can move southwest, or you can move west, or you can try to scale down a rather steep, jagged 250-foot drop.
Do you want to take our chances down another tunnel? Do you want to take our chances walking next to the ravine, or do we want to climb down into the ravine? Those are sort of our options at the moment.
I mean, we have a southwest
How
path.
far down is the ravine? 250 feet, you said?
Yes, 250 feet. You can actually see, I'm sorry, out there.
Oh, there's where the other stairs come down.
You see that.
So basically the other stairs just take us to the other side. Okay.
I think I'd rather personally stick to a path of some sort. I don't like our chances of getting down 250 feet of ice wall intact.
Yeah. Homer's just going to start walking along that southwestern path.
Okay, so move your tokens to which direction you're heading.
So I guess we
before
follow
we-
the.
Sorry, before we do that, Jenny's going to grab her rope off her pack, and she's going to recommend that we tie each other together so that if anyone slips off the path,
Oh,
the rest of
So
us
if the
can.
heaviest among you slips and
belay them.
falls to their doom, it drags all of you to your death. Huzzah!
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. If the biggest among
On the-
us falls, then all of us fall.
On the flip side, I am 5'9", but fairly stocky, and to be honest, I think it'd be better to have more athletics checks than fewer to hold the rest of us on the path.
All right.
I mean, sure.
Oh shit! I have a fucking shovel. Where's check my equipment?
So useful.
I'm like, I just checked that equipment. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, I'm gonna have to make note of that for later.
You guys just missed it, but I fucking face palmed so hard that I popped myself in the nose and I gave myself a nosebleed.
Good job.
Oh man,
God
it shows you
damn.
how often I check my equipment.
Shovels, man. They're dangerous.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Are you good? Are you dying?
Oh, I'll be fine. I just need to grab a tissue and shove it up my nostril.
Let's just start tying ourselves off.
Yeah.
I will take out that fucking shovel. I'm gonna put the rapier away and take out the fucking shovel because apparently I have that and I should be using it.
For what? What are you planning on digging down here? It's already been dug.
There are more uses for a shovel than just digging.
Like what?
To quote his father, when you're in a pinch, a shovel can make for a very good blunt weapon.
I'm pretty sure the rapier is going to be much better than the shovel.
Shovels are also
As you,
good for
say that,
moving large amounts of crap around.
as you guys say that, I kind of do need y'all to roll perception.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you're kind of bickering amongst each other.
All right.
Sick. Oof. Oh gosh. This is bad.
We're both
Oh, thank God.
highly
no.
highly focused in this argument.
On this argument, oh my lord, we're the most unperceptive group of people.
Really?
Oh.
Oh
thank
my god.
Because I'm paying attention.
Yeah. It'll just in the back like, y'all are idiots. Raylan and Omri, however, fishman versus half-orc.
We are highly focused on this argument over the uses of a pointed shovel.
Yeah. Omri's still just really tilted about not having been able to open the door. The trap
You're
door.
more pissed about the fucking door.
Listen, man.
All I'm gonna say is look at the Discord for a sec.
I've been looking, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that shovel came in super handy.
Okay, so how the fuck do I get this to flip the other way? How do you get a fucking icon to go from facing up or down to left and right?
There's like a tail on your thing, on your token. You can click that and you can rotate tokens.
Aha! I am learning shit.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. We are going to right. Fail. Fail.
Let's not discuss this group.
Fail.
Yeah.
Only one of us is paying
Fail.
anywhere near the attention.
Mm-hmm.
I actually need all of you kind of scooched up down in here so I know where you guys are at this moment. Okay.
Nomad's like, in the hole.
You know, trying to get as close to a line as we can
Yeah,
down this
this
corridor.
Okay.
Down this rather large corridor.
Omri's facing this way. Arguing with Raylan.
So it's more like this.
Yeah, there you go.
An intense back and forth over a shovel.
Over the shovel.
Okay, so as you guys were bickering, la da da dee, la da dee, la da dee.
I'm just picturing like Raylan's annoyed enough to where the next person who interrupts them, he's gonna fucking like cast a spell on them.
As coming from out of the gloomy darkness, in blue gunk.
Oh, Lord.
You see these slow, shambling figures. You don't know how the fuck they managed to sneak up on you, but sure enough, with your bickering, they have fucking snuck up on you. And yes, we need all of you.
Roll initiative.
Oop, hang on. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it! Why is Omri already have an initiative on here?
I don't see it.
All right, you're gonna want to right-click
Okay,
Your
everybody
token.
right-click your token.
and then click the initiative on your character sheet after you right-click your token. 5. I'm
For
probably
some
going
reason,
last.
Token.
I have a 0.16 on my initiative. Don't ask me why. It's there for some reason.
You have initiative
That's
ties
for
turned on.
breaking ties, tie breaking.
16, 15, 8, 7, and 5.
God. Obviously, the two lowest are the two that were arguing, so it makes sense.
Fuck me running. How?
Well,
in
at least we don't get attacked during our argument.
We are perceptive enough
Um,
to hear them coming.
The two on the to the south of you will actually get an attack on you guys, but the other three would have used their surprise round to move up on you.
Mm-hmm.
So Omri and Jenny. Omri first. Roll 1d20 plus.
Hmm.
Does a 7 hit Omri?
Nope.
Or not. 14 on Jenny.
Not even close.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so top of the order, Jenny. You see these two blue ice pops monsters come, humanoid ice pops come stumbling out, and they're like, "Meat popsicle."
I say, yes, you are. And have at it with my longsword.
All right, give her a go. Why?
Sorry, it shouldn't have been at disadvantage. It should just take the 19.
19 does hit. 8 is 16. Okay. That is 15 points of dabblage. And you're
No,
going.
that's not right. I've clicked on the damage thing and it's rolled a d20 instead of 1d8 plus 2.
Click the word longsword in there. There you go.
Yeah, like that.
Now, when you roll your attack, you should have something at the bottom that tells you what it is. You click that, it'll roll the damage.
Right beside the +4.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I did for the attack. It didn't do it for the damage.
On where your 19 and 16 showed up,
You can click on the word longsword underneath them.
click the word longsword. In the game chat, not your.
Gotcha.
There you go. 10 points of dabblage. Okay, you swing a mighty swing and you smack into this, and flecks of ice go spraying everywhere, and you even cut a decent gouge into it, and it's just like meat popsicle. Do you do anything else?
Not at this stage, no.
All right. Andal, you see them coming. It's like you're looking, you just look up just as they come like sauntering right up to you. You're like, ah, holy shit. What do you do?
Hit the one to my left with firebolt.
All right, make your attack. 17 will hit.
Wow.
It's
Fucking
something.
20.
You
Fuck
did
yeah.
It's something at least.
damage. Congratulations.
You did
You
something.
don't seem to like the fire so much. Do you do anything else there, good sir?
That's all I can really do.
All
If
right.
I want to move, I'll get hit.
Nomad.
All right. This is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna use my hand crossbow on the one next to me. I have disadvantage, so
Okay, why didn't it save the name? Let's try that again.
Nine piercing damage from that crossbow. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
A hell of a lot better than my amazing firebolt.
That's sick too.
Okay, which one was Nomad going for?
The one right next to me.
Ping it for me. That one. Okay. Anything else, my good dude?
Nope.
Omri.
A
You see that there are essentially 3 of these giant meat popsicles within reach of you. And they look hungry for some of that fine barbarian ass.
I will bonus action rage.
Okay. You are enraged.
Will Rajay. And then I will attack the one that is directly in front of me, the same one that Jenny attacked.
All right.
With my glaive.
Is that a reach weapon?
Fuck.
Hang on. I have a question. Is that a reach weapon?
I think. Wait, hang on. I have to check. I can't remember.
Yeah, glaives are reach.
It is.
I think it is. Yeah.
You will be making your attack at disadvantage
Oh, right.
if you move.
Damn it. Done that though.
I know. Sad. Do I just?
You're more than welcome to take a 5-foot step back, provoke 2 attacks of opportunity, and assuming they hit, you would only take half damage, and you would get to keep that crit.
Question: why would she have disadvantage on the attack?
Reach within 5 feet.
It usually only applies to the land unmounted.
Yeah, I didn't think it applied to.
Yeah, the lance is a special weapon used on mountback that has that property. Normal reach weapons don't.
I am
'Cause I
glad
would
we have more
not
than
have
one DM here.
Because I would not have taken it had I known this.
It does have the heavy reach 2-handed properties.
Yep. So under the normal reach rules under the DMG, it'll tell you under the special weapon that it's weapon adds 5 feet to your reach when you attack with it, as well as determining your reach for opportunity attacks with it. Nothing about disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you with a polearm, you can always move your hands up the path to and treat it like a shorter weapon.
Yeah, the lance is the only one that specifies that it gives disadvantage within 5 feet.
Yeah, it's reach, but special.
Okay. Disregard. I'm not familiar with that. I usually know that if you use a reach weapon, it implies disadvantage. So I will rescind what I said. You whack the ever-loving shit out of it.
I whack the crap out of this thing. So I think I get to also make one extra attack. Wait, no, it's not an extra attack. I get to roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time.
Hit glaive and see what it does. It may auto figure. See, there you go.
Yeah, nice. +2 rage damage.
17 points of
Nope.
damage.
There's no. It's this. It's 19 points of damage.
Okay, so you whack this fucker so good and it feels so fucking good as you whack into this fucking thing.
Good
And
thing you're already angry.
Exactly. I didn't even need to rage.
Goes down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it took 19 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
4.
Oh no. No.
Okay. It needs to make a con save, DC 24.
It better fucking fail that 24.
I was gonna say if this thing surpasses the 24. Oh thank
Nope.
God.
Describe
Oh, yeah,
the
we're good.
roll for this one as you stick your glaive in it so good.
Oof.
Giggity.
Except we have nowhere to go. We're on a tiny ass little frozen bridge.
I'm on a.
I mean, we have one way to go.
Yeah.
You could go back. You could go over. So
We could start sliding.
How do you kill this fucker right here?
I'm just gonna as I'm pulling my glaive off of my back, I'm just gonna as it comes over just in his head.
He goes, meat pop shit.
Step him in the face and fling him over the cliff edge.
Yeah. Then I just kind of kick him in.
No, don't do that. They might have you.
You hear far below. You hear a. Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
Okay,
Just a
Rollin.
quick request, if we could hustle it along a little bit, because it's now.
Oh
3:30.
yes. Do you want to pause this combat?
No, just push it along.
Okay.
Keep it moving.
Rylan, your turn. Hits.
Hey,
Okay.
right up there with me.
Which one are you going for again? All right. The meat popsicles. This one is going to. Okay. Omri, they are both going, or this one up here is going to go after you. Jenny, this one's going after you. Omri, 21 hits.
Yeah, it hits.
By the way,
Ow.
it does have advantage.
Ouch.
Okay, so it doesn't crit on you.
Thank God. Oh, because I'm being flanked. Yeah.
Jenny, does a
Oh my
21 hit you?
God.
21 does hit me, yes.
Okay.
Lordy.
6 plus 1.
Well, I'm glad I got those healing potions.
Okay, Omri, take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, half it to 2 from your rage.
Yeah.
Jenny, you take 4 points of damage. Nomad, one's going for you. Andal, one is going for you.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch.
Nomad, I am so sorry. Let's go ahead and take care of Andal first.
It's alright. I got a superior healing potion I can give you. If you live this.
If you survived this.
Andal, you take 7 points of damage.
Please roll a 1.
I know. Jesus.
2d6 plus 2.
Oh no. Oh!
Ouch.
12 points damage as this thing just catches you right in the temple, just harder than you would have imagined they could have hit. Is Nomad down?
Yeah.
Nomad down! Nomad down!
No man down, guys.
Alright, no man will go down today. I will get you up.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's their turn. Jenny, you are up as you watch Nomad just fucking get the shit decked out of him and just
Yep.
drop.
Okay, in my experience, you deal with threats first and then try to save your friends.
You guys can run it however you want to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you hit and you do the 7 points of dabblage. And
that's on that guy.
on which guy?
The only one she can hit, really.
Oh shit, did I roll the wrong number again? Con save. Yes, I did. 10. Yeah, this one does not make it save either. And you kill it.
Things are squishy.
Well, that one's taken a little bit of dabblage too.
Tell that to people that are doing 2 damage.
It's alright. I got a
2 and
plan.
2. I just smacked it for 9.
Do
I
you
have a plan.
do you slap it off the edge too?
No, I do not. I want to find out what these things are, and
I got
wanna
excited,
see
sorry.
if
It's
Okay.
they've got any sort of interesting items on them.
Alrighty. Andal, you are up. You just watched the zombie just south of you cook that
Okay.
fucker.
I have a plan.
10 does in fact hit.
Well,
I'm
Oh.
getting better.
we're
Mhm.
going places.
Okay, that is 10. So it'd be 5. This one doesn't make it either, and you incinerate him.
That's great.
Oh, good.
Nomad!
Oh no.
Make a death saving throw.
Make your first death saving throw.
Come on.
Now's the time to roll a crit 20.
Congratulations, you have 1 save. You are not going to die just yet. Omri, you're
will
up.
Turn and smack the other one that's right behind me on the head.
All right, make your attack roll. Aren't you guys glad you did shit rolls earlier?
No.
Make your click your
So we're
glade.
still rolling semi-shit.
+2, so 10.
10. Okay, he does not go quite down, but you put a nice deep cut, damn near clean through him. Rollin.
Healing word.
Okay.
First level. 5 points of healing on Nomad.
Hey, you live!
You are prone, and you do have 5 hit points.
Alright, that is my main action. Can I do anything from a bonus action? Let me just check.
Healing word's a bonus action.
Oh, that's my bonus action? Great. I can
Yep.
attack.
Yep.
If I kill this thing, it's gonna be fucked up for you, man.
Hit.
21. 3 damage. I'm doing shit.
Nope. You guys are you're poking him full of holes, but he's still standing there. He's not looking too good though.
You essentially just hear Raylan say for his healing word, "You will not die today."
Okay.
Keyword
back to
being
the
die.
sickles. They're not brilliant, so they don't know that the one that's prone is not dead. So this one turns to Nomad, who's been constantly poking him.
Oh, you mean me, Raylan?
Yes, to Raylan, who's been constantly poking him. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, that does hit, in fact. Man, God, I miss cutting words.
You take 5 points of damage as he smacks at
Ouch.
you. Omri, this one that you just slashed the ever-loving shit out of is going to attack you again. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Oop. 5 points of damage to you, half to 2. Jenny, you're up.
Jenny moves up to this spot here
Okay.
and attacks the one that had been trying to hit Raylan.
Okay, so you're going after that one. That does hit.
8
Does
hits?
drop it.
Jeez, these things aren't armored.
There's
8 just hits. Let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As it goes down, it suddenly sits back up
Oh no.
and it just, or actually no, it goes down. It's down.
Oh, it's dead. It's finally dead. We're good.
You think, you're not sure. You see it go down. I forgot that happens on its next turn. Andal,
At least we know it's going to get back up.
you see this one go down.
Shoot the other one that's standing.
All right, it hits.
Oh, getting better.
Slowly but
And
surely.
you drop it. Okay.
Oh,
So you
Jesus.
guys think they're all down and dead. Nomad, do you do anything?
Besides get up off the floor.
Okay,
yeah.
you get up. What else do you do? You see the other two there are prone and appear dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the one that downed me.
Okay.
Shits and giggles.
I don't care if it's standing or not. I'm gonna fucking shoot it.
Okay, that hits. Okay. Yep. Omri?
I'm gonna smack the one in front of me again.
There's 2 in front of you. Oh wait, no, that one.
No,
Okay, go ahead.
Jenny's in front of me on the other
Okay,
side.
sorry.
I don't.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Let's just smack it again because I'm mad.
Okay, go ahead. Smack the ever-loving fuck out of it.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Roll your damage, please.
There you go.
She's not.
23.
So, hopefully, she won't be pissed about the trap door anymore.
Okay, so this one actually starts to sit up, and it does like the Undertaker where it just fucking pops up at the waist. As it pops up at the waist, you're bringing your glaive down, and you just fucking head to waist it right in fucking half.
Yeah.
And this one is congratulations, you've survived 5 zombies.
Barely.
Woo! Oh, I don't know what you're
Barely.
talking about. This was fine.
This was a challenging encounter, as it should have been. There was supposed to be another one, but I forgot to copy it over.
Well, glad you didn't copy it over then.
Yes.
Yes, because Andal would be down then.
No, it was
Alright.
supposed to go down there with Omri and
Jenny.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's just one extra one I get to add on later. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick. Did you guys decide on whether you wanted experience or just random level up from my decision?
I think we went milestone.
Yeah. Milestone's better, I think.
As I am a gracious DM, You will all be level 2 because you've had your first combat as a team, and I feel that that is an achievement as all of
And
you.
no one died.
And no one died.
Nice.
Oh.
So you
And
will
no
all
one
be
fell
level
into
2.
a cliff.
Yeah, no one fell into an abyss.
Well, no one fell
Mhm.
very far into the
Into
abyss.
the abyss.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick before everyone goes, you.
I think we're all gonna leave this hole and come back regrouped.
I do need you guys to go ahead and roll your hit die for your level up, and let me know if you wish to keep or have me roll.
Roll it.
I'll keep my 6.
You're gonna need to
me
roll
see.
the D8 by itself for Nomad.
Oh, was it 2?
Let me see here.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll for Nomad?
Oh, yeah.
D8.
Yep.
Roll.
Reroll ones, right?
Re-roll ones.
That's better.
There you go.
I'll take that.
I don't. Does anybody know what hit die I reroll as a barbarian?
Oh
12.
God.
12, D12.
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 Okay,
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Nomad's getting 2 plus his con modifier. You guys did add in your tough feat, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you will all get 2 hit points from that as well.
Oh, sick.
Do you want to keep
17.
that, or do you want me to re-roll?
Reroll it. The one can only get to a 2 at this point. It's worse.
I'm at 19 hit points. Oh my god. I get Song of Rest now.
You gain 6 for Omri. Andal, do you want to keep your 3, or do you want me to roll?
I'm gonna risk it. Go ahead and roll. Although the way Roll20 is rolling for me. Okay, I'll take it. Never mind. I'll shut up.
So, okay, so that's Raylan. Got a 6.
Plus
did you
tough
want-
will put me at 19.
Did
Plus
you
my
want to
con.
keep that 6, or did you want me to roll to see if you can get better? Please
Mm,
note that if I do roll, you will keep whatever I roll.
I'm going to keep the 6.
I think 6 is a safe thing.
Okey-dokey.
It's not low, but it's not high. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
So my hit points go up to 19.
Did anyone else want me to roll for theirs as well? Does somebody want to roll a hit die for? Actually, I'll just have I'll have him roll.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Edit character sheet.
Well, with my tough, my con modifier, and that 5, that brings me 10 extra health. So my health pretty much just doubled.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna complain.
6 plus con. That puts me up to. Actually, no, 20. I was wrong. I was up by 1 point. Because I forgot Constitution. I did 6 plus tough. I didn't put into account con.
I actually didn't put in the tough feat. What am I supposed to do?
Tough is a free feat that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you 2 hit points per level.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will actually end the recording here since we are pretty much done.
Yep.
Yep.